Did you know that despite technological advances and increased wealth, global happiness levels actually dropped comparing to 2023? The decline isn't just affecting a group of people, it's happening across all age groups and income levels. But don't worry, because today I'm going to share some practical, science-backed ways to improve your well-being that actually work. And well-being isn't just about feeling good momentarily. It's about creating a sustainable foundation for long-term happiness and fulfillment. Think of it as building a house. You need strong foundations like the good habits, meaningful relationships, and purposeful activities to create lasting contentment. Today I will show you how to lay these foundations with practical steps that anyone can implement, regardless of where you're starting from. So here are some biggest challenges that people face when it comes to maintaining well-being. Digital overwhelm and constant connectivity that leads to burnout and anxiety. Work-life balance struggles in remote or hybrid environments. Information overload, making it hard to focus on what truly matters. Social comparison through social media affecting your self-worth. Decreased real-world social connection despite being more connected than ever. Financial pressures and economic uncertainty causing stress and difficulty maintaining healthy habits in this convenience-focused world. Maybe you can relate to a few of them. While these challenges might seem daunting, they can be overcome. And the secret lies in these small, sustainable steps that gradually create positive changes in life. So from my experience, here are the 3 biggest tips that have the most impact on my well-being in the past few years. Let's get into that. Number 1, you need some kind of morning ritual. And the key is to have something to look forward to set mini goals, and to activate your body and mind as early as possible after you wake up. And here are the 3 things that I do generally. Number 1 is a gratitude practice, so I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for at the beginning of the day. Number 2 is to spend like 5 minutes planning your day with top 3 priorities. This is what I call the non-negotiables. You have to get them done no matter what. And these should be the tasks that really move the needle. So once I got those 3 things done, I consider that a good day. And then you also want to spend like 5 minutes doing some kind of movement, whether that be stretches, doing morning walk, or some bodyweight exercises. So to me, this is both loose and structured enough to start my day. Every day is an opportunity to be better and get closer to my future self. And of course, my morning ritual isn't complete without coffee. I started making pour-over coffee since the pandemic began, and it has been a core activity in my morning ritual. I love it, it stimulates my brain, and I always feel good afterwards. So you want to find activities that help you start each day with clarity and energy. It doesn't have to be long or fancy, just set the mood and get going. Number 2, the digital sunset protocol. We cannot talk about mornings without a solid nighttime routine. I'm pretty strict when it comes to sleep hygiene, especially since I moved out last year. So I set up this protocol to not doom scroll in bed. Number 1, I have a firm devices off 30 minutes before I go to bed. I have an iPhone bedtime reminder and also start doing some mobility work. So that signals my brain that it's time to switch off and get to bed. And I also made it a rule to keep devices charging outside the bedroom. They're all here in the cables, lying somewhere in my living room. Never bring your phone in your bed. I've been tracking my sleep for a long time. Screen time not only messes up the circadian rhythm, the content you consume also induces anxiety, which messes up your sleep. I also try to see the daylight within 30 minutes to 1 hour of waking up 3 times a week, thanks to Dr. Andrew Huberman's advice. And I noticed that increases the deep sleep that I get. We all know that sleep is important, and I'm here to emphasize the point that it is crucial in your well-being. Number 3, information diet. Well-being means taking care of your body and your mind, and they aren't separate. You cannot just track what you put in your mouth but not what you put in your head. We often ignore the voices in our head, how we talk to ourselves, and how the information we consume shapes our worldviews and beliefs. So try to monitor how much screen time you get each week. You can see that from your phone, and you want to set time limit if necessary. And you also want to pay attention to what you think and your opinions. You can ask yourself why with an open mind. I'm personally a big believer of create more than you consume. My friends don't get why I don't have a TV or subscription services apart from Spotify. I went all the way to protect my mind from the advertisement, cheap dopamine hits, and mindless consumption, all for better mental clarity and re-establishing the relationship with myself. I talked about how Instagram specifically messed up my self-esteem, and you can check it out here. The world is now nothing short of addictive, ultra-processed food and information. We are not used to this, and it's almost humanly impossible to avoid. Having a diet has helped me in many ways to feel better. Unfortunately, there is no biomarker for mental health. That's why we have to be extra mindful on our emotional well-being. Well-being isn't just about making massive changes overnight. It's about taking small, consistent steps that add up to significant improvements in our lives. Even implementing just one of these practices can make a real difference on how you feel day to day. You don't have to overthink well-being. Just pick one of these tools and get started. Your future self by the end of this year will thank you for that. If you found these tips helpful, let me know in the comments below which one you are going to implement this year. And don't forget to check out this video here on some of the bad habits that I quit last year, where I share more practical strategies for personal growth. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.